Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, you guys, so congratulations. Congratulations, we made it. Saturn is now in Aquarius. Okay, with that said, what does that mean for us? That means it is time for us to change our story. That means it is time for us to create a new story, to embody a new story, letting go of the old and creating the new. Everything that has gone on before this is closing out a lifetime cycle. It's giving us our new karmic rewards. It's going to be giving us a new karmic contract, so to speak, and it's going to help us be more innovative, be more exciting, be more rebellious, really thinking outside the box, asking you not to sell your soul anymore. It's asking you to learn how to value yourself. Saturn in Aquarius is all about the rise of the divine feminine. So even if you're a masculine, it is getting in touch with that divine feminine part of yourselves. For those of you who, with the divine masculine, we haven't been able to come into relationships, with divine masculines because they're so far up in their masculine that they don't have time for anything else, or we've been so up in our divine feminine or divine masculine that we can't open ourselves up to new relationships. So what it's asking us to do now is it's bringing back in that softness, because with the Aquarius, she's the water bearer. She wants to nurture, right? And how is that? That's through knowledge. So instead of in the past with us being in the Age of Pisces, the Age of Pisces has been all about, nobody really giving a shit. Like you would, people would be like, you would ask them, okay, well, what do you do? And you'd tell them and they're like, okay, cool. And they're like, oh, you do that? That's great, But now with the Age of Aquarius, people are going to be like more about, tell me more, tell me more about what you're doing. Tell me more about, I want to learn all I can to learn about this, so it's going to be about sharing and networking, and it's about humanitarianism. It's about friends, groups, new, just new all the way across the board. So we have on December 21st the grand conjunction that everybody's been talking about, and the grand conjunction is bringing humanity back together. It's bringing back that Garden of Eden to the earth again. If you think about it, for the last few hundred years we've been in earth, and earth has been tearing itself apart. It's greediness. It's all about people who tend to buy up more land, buy up more stuff. It's, and tearing things apart. And now people are going to start taking global warming a little more seriously. Well, tell me what you want to, what do you know about that? Explain to me. So knowledge is power and words are weapons, and you're going to need to know how to use them. If you look at the energy that we're going through right now, Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius kicks off a 200-year cycle. 200 years of us being in air signs from this point forward. So it's the new era, right? The new era. So, with air, it's about our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions, about having that grand idea, those epiphany moments. Somebody here is going to listen to this, and that person's going to have a grand idea, and it's going to be that multi-million-dollar idea that, somebody else didn't think of and wish they would have. So it's more about it's the revolutionary in us. It's, being bold and being excited about getting to the next level and not getting stuck in all the stuff that Saturn in Capricorn has, Saturn in Capricorn has been about the due diligence. Saturn in Capricorn has been about us not giving up. It's been about the hard work and the due diligence. You think about the goat dredging up the mountain, right? It takes a long time. There's perseverance. So you guys have had to persevere since December of 2017 and really stick with a project and not be a quitter. You have to stick with something and keep going, because you also have to understand that Capricorn rules fear. And so where have your fears been allowing and taking away your power and control? Where have you been giving it away? Have you been giving it away to a person? Have you been giving it away to an entity, or maybe even a self-limiting belief system? Think about those things. So with that said, it's like you're creating magic right now. At this point in time, we can actually weave spells, of course, only from the light. You guys only hold the light, obviously, but be mindful of what you're thinking, because you have to understand too that, the Age of Aquarius is about the law of attraction. What you think, you manifest. So, it's being mindful, because what you were building on is your reputation in the world. What have you been known as for the last, your whole life? Because you're closing out that cycle, and you're going to begin a new reputation, a new revelation about yourself. So starting a new story. So in order to start a new story, it's going to take you sacrificing your past. It's going to take you sacrificing the stories we used to tell ourselves. It's going to, and if you notice, it's like that simultaneously one door opens and your new karma is being pushed through. So with that said, it's asking you guys not sell your soul to the devil, because Capricorn is the devil card in the tarot. So, and it rules power and control, where you've been bound. Aquarius is like breaking free from shackles that bind. It's ruled by Uranus. Uranus is ascension to the heavens. And so with the knowledge that we're learning, and with all the things that this new world within ourselves that we are creating, because nothing will ever be the same again. It's not about materialism anymore. It's about, rising up and having a little bit more compassion for other people. And what we've seen lately is a lack of compassion. We've seen the devil side of people coming out. We've seen where people have been overstepping their power and trying to take back, like myself, of course, is trying to take back the power and control in my own life, and not allowing other people to dictate how I live my life. And so that's the Age of Aquarius, where think back to the 60s, it really is like we're living in these cross purposes and these timelines where it's like we're going from the old timeline into the new. And that's why you're being asked to quit telling the old story. Oh, well, in the past, my ex did fill in the blank. Nobody cares about your ex anymore. It's like, learn how to be this new self, okay? I really can't emphasize enough how much authenticity is going to be key in this new era, okay? So it's knowledge is power, and you're really going to need to know how to use that, you guys. So people are going to want to know more about you. They're going to want to know more about what you have. They're going to want to know more about what your philosophies in life, okay? So come to the edge. Get excited, come to the edge, learn to be rebellious, and cross over into this new universe that is being created for you. And I'm telling you, you really be glad you did. The one lesson that we have to take away from Capricorn, with Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter and the grand conjunctions that we had, and what kicked off this whole thing on January 12th was when Mars and Saturn and Pluto came together. Those are the three amigos, man, and they can cause a lot of havoc. And if you think about that, that's what caused this, the mass. Well, look at the world today, okay? So now that Saturn and Jupiter are coming into Aquarius, we will have the science backing it, that rules science. It rules the future, it rules the future, and being more futuresque. You're going to hear a lot more about aliens. You're going to hear a lot more about robots. You're going to hear a lot more about science. If you look at Aquarius, it's like the tangled wires behind your computer system, right? They're all tangled up, and so you have to, or your Christmas lights, right? They get all tangled, and when you're undoing your, untangling those lights, they're delicate, so you've got to take them out. There's a certain way, or you're going to tie more knots, yeah? So you got to think about that for the next few years with Saturn, and Saturn there, especially for the next 3. Jupiter will be there for the next 13 months. With that said, it's talking about untangling the wires. So all the information, because again, those wires are information, and then coming to the true story about what was really going on. So anybody who tells you that they have, they've got it all figured out, they don't. Because, and another thing too, you guys, this is asking you guys not to look around. Don't look around at what other people are doing, it's like, and trying to follow what they're doing. It's like, it's not a one size fits all. That's the thing about Aquarius. Again, that's part of the rebelliousness and the revolution is breaking free and doing things your own way, okay? And not getting sucked into the propaganda that you have to do things their way. Again, Aquarius is about, the electricity. It's electrifying, like breaking free. So, the one lesson that we needed to learn with Saturn in Capricorn, when going back to that is, did you risk it all for what you wanted? Did you get what you wanted? After all the hard work, were you willing to make the risk? To take the risk? Did you take the risk? Ask yourself, did you let go of fear? Did you let go of other people trying to control you? Did you let go of the politics? Like, what is controlling you now? Where are your traditions? You get to rebuild those as well. But did you risk it all when it was all right in front of you? Whether that's for love, whether that's for your business, what did you risk in order to get to where you are? And another thing, you guys, is you've already received a lot of gifts. They're all sitting right in front of you, right here, right now. And you're being asked to take a look around. Quit searching. The gifts are right here. Quit searching. What do you have right in front of you? Because everything that you have right in front of you right now are the tools that are going to get you to where you need to go in this new world that we're all living in. So you guys, it is about knowledge is power. And words are weapons, and you're going to need to know how to use them. With that said, I want to go ahead and pull a couple of cards from the Quantum Oracle deck for this Saturn in Aquarius, first day of Saturn in Aquarius for December 17th, Spirit. What is the kickoff with all of this? What can they know? What advice do you have for the Saturn in Aquarius? Saturn in Aquarius, you guys, congratulations and welcome to the new world. On December 21st, don't forget to look up into the sky. It's going to be that Christmas star. This is a very, very important day on December 21st. You're going to see Saturn and Jupiter come together in the sky, and this hasn't happened in over 600 years, you guys. Actually, maybe even longer than that. But with that said, this is like a phenomenon, and you will never see this again in your lifetime, no matter what you do. So, you guys, this is rare. If you get a chance, go outside and look for the brightest star in the sky. All right? With that said, December 17th. Okay, so commitment. Oh my God, you guys, we're starting off with commitments. This is signing new contracts. This is, this could be with a new financial advisor, a tax consultant. I mean, this can be a new healing modality. It can be a new doctor. It can be a new, any one of those things. So, and this is an event. It's a number 3, so you could definitely be communicating today about new commitments, new contracts being signed. For some of you, maybe you're moving and you're signing contracts on that. Okay, with that said, we have letting go. You guys, this is what we were talking about. You're going to have to let go of old commitments in order for you to start new ones, okay? You can't be dragging your past behind you and bringing it through anymore through that new door. See that new door? It's saying letting go, you guys. And for some of you, maybe your animals have crossed over, and my apologies. All right, with that said, it's stuck energy. So you may feel stuck right now because especially with, any planets that are at the very last degree, it's like, oh my God, I have all these things that I want to accomplish, but I just feel like I'm stuck right now. And it's like almost like you feel like the past is trying to keep you stuck. And it is. That's the thing. The darkness always wants to win. The darkness always wants you to take it along along with them, because the darkness, but the thing is, in the end, your higher self knows that. And if you can really look at your, like in your heart center, I'm telling you right now, your heart already knows that this is just the residual energy. You just need to choose a door and be willing to walk through it. And for a lot of you, leave your past behind. No more telling the old story in this new book, especially if this is like a new relationship for some of you. This could have something to do with, we don't want to keep talking about how things didn't work out in the past. We want to start talking about, how we want things to go for our future. So if you want healing, you need to talk about yourself in that present tense as if you're already healed. And then it's just basically taking the steps that you're guided to take in order to meet that vibration of healing. Makes sense? So, for a lot of you guys, and this could also be very literal, so I will tell you that some of you guys may be having car trouble and you may end up getting stuck on the side of the road. So, keep an eye out on your tires, especially you guys, because you don't want your tires to get stuck in the mud, all right? For some of you also, maybe your animals, for some of you, maybe you're getting a new animal. You could definitely be getting a new animal. So your higher self, I do want to read from that because that is from spirit, and I speak spirit, but I think if they show up in a reading, they should get to say their own piece, and peace will read it to you. You guys, thank you for being here. I just want to say I have had an amazing time doing these YouTube videos for you guys. The constant sharing and your guys' constant support, and for all of you guys who have, just really been here for me. I just want to say thank you for everything, and thank you for gifting me the opportunity to be here, and for your comments, your shares, your likes, everything. I really do appreciate it. So with that said, this card shows a woman's heart with brilliant white wings radiating golden light. It represents your own eternal spirit, your higher self, the part of you that existed before this life, before all the issues you think this life is about. You are entering a very valuable and intuitive time, one in which you're able to feel the true depth of your power. You are shedding the feelings of doubt and limitation, reaching deep within to feel the boundless strength of eternity vibrating in your soul. This is your true self, your lifeline to truth, higher consciousness, and timeline connections. Meditate on your soul's identity to gain all the understanding you need and all the solutions that you seek. Your soul is clearing the way for profound blessings to come. So let the sacred self guide you. As you do, you'll begin to notice magical happenings in your life. And I talked about that, doing magic, okay? Being able to, but it needs to come from the heart, right? It needs to come from, here's her heart center. And to me, it looks like a rose, okay? And roses are all about passion. And I feel like, becoming passionate about the things that you want so that you don't get stuck. And like I said, there are things that are going to try and drag you down, and it's going to be the past, because again, it's like when you're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at that, how bright that is. It's like you can see that bright light, but then all the things from the darkness start coming back up and going, hey, remember me? Hey, remember me? And that wants to drag you back into the cyclical pattern of the Pisces, where it's like swimming around and round and round, and you never get off the, swimming in circles. So, be mindful of that energy. We don't want to get stuck in that, okay? So new commitments, letting go of certain ideas, and really energetically letting go of these ideas, and letting go of these specific things, maybe ending, like I said, old commitments and contracts. For some of you, you're going to be starting a new relationship, so congratulations. But I feel like, you're going to have an ex that's going to feel you pulling away, and they're going to try and come back in and pull you back down. So be mindful of that, okay? You can, for some of you, you could definitely see this person maybe sitting in their truck outside, like, hey, how's it going? They're sitting on the hood of their car, like waiting for you to come out. come out of your door. So for some of you, this person, they don't want you to let them go, and they want to start a new commitment with you. So it depends on where you're standing in all of this. I will tell you with the Age of Aquarius, because if you look at Aquarius, you see it's the two lines, right? They're the squiggly lines. What do you think that those two squiggly lines are? It's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's like coming together, all the things coming together, right? But the divine feminine, is on top, and she is your overall energy. And so it's like, with that said, it's coming into union with your divine counterpart at this time. So for those of you, whether that's a job, whether that's, a new romantic cycle, any one of those things, anything that is not of the higher vibration is going to continue to fall off. So try not to get stuck, and don't try to hold on, let it go. You can't, start your engines, okay? Unlike this stuck vehicle here, that person is getting ready to drive off and get ready to go. So it's saying make a commitment towards your future, okay, is what it's asking you to do. Because here's the deal. You either make the decision or the decision is made for you. I mean, let's just get honest. And we all know that. You think you have more control, and that people, places, and situations, let it go. And I feel like, once you let it go, you're going to be kind of sitting here going, well, shit, okay, what do I do now? Now where do I go? But it's like, give it a minute, because once you close the door on one thing, simultaneously another door opens. And that's what this energy is all about. If you haven't noticed, you have multiple doors open in front of you. Again, you already know, you've got it all right here. So what are you going to do? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to make these things happen for you? This is absolutely beautiful, you guys. Yeah, for some of you, give a relationship a chance. Make a commitment to this relationship. Like I said, it does not have to be romantic, although it very well could be. These two gentlemen look alike. It looks like he's shaved in this picture. So maybe, this person's going to be driving towards you, but I feel like their higher self is guiding them towards you for some of you. And like I said, I think it's going to be more like some people will hear from you, or you'll hear from somebody soon. Otherwise, you're not going to hear from them for a while. If you're talking to someone in the morning, I mean, this could be like, it could be a love partner, but it also could be something that can help you with healing, something that can help you see things from a different perspective, which is absolutely wonderful. But I want to say, whatever is being brought to you, it is saying whatever this commitment is in the morning, give this relationship a chance. I think that you will be very, very happy that you did. At the bottom of the deck, it says release your ex. So for some of you, the releasing of the energy of the ex, the thoughts of the ex, your karmic commitment, your karmic contract to the ex is going to be ended so that you can begin a new relationship with someone else. Congratulations, you guys. Calling in your soulmate, but you're going to have to let go of all the beliefs of the old soulmates, okay, in order for the new one to come in. So it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, but you're going to have to let go and close this door, close this chapter, in order for you to start anew. Make it a commitment, okay? Like for me, everybody who knows me knows I talk about my future tense. So I tell myself, I tell people, I'm like, my husband, when my husband gets here, or my life partner gets here, that way I'm not confusing the universe as to what it is that I'm looking for. I'm not looking to date for sport. Like, that's not where I'm headed. Like, that's just not the kind of person that I am. So I don't want to get myself stuck in something where it's a codependency relationship. And then again, it makes you stuck. You guys, don't be repeating patterns like you've done in the past. Okay. We don't want to do that. We want to let go and go within and go from our higher selves. Okay. All right. And any more love messages? I've been talking all day, you guys, so bear with me. There it is, you guys. Reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning, and this could also be past life, and that is underneath the stuck energy. So maybe somebody was going to be on their way in to come and see you, and this person is stuck right now, and maybe it's because of unrequited love. Maybe in the past there was not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I kind of feel like that has a lot to do with the releasing of the past, releasing of the ex, releasing erasing of, your preconceived ideas of how you thought things should have gone in the past. They went exactly as they were supposed to go. Okay, so with that said, it's calling in new soulmates and reconciling with new karmic. This is, okay, just so you guys know, this was actually written in the stars long before you incarnated into this human avatar, okay? So this is already fated and destined where you're headed. So whatever is not of that vibration, you are being asked to let go of that, okay? That is what I'm getting out of this. So remember when I talk about letting go of the old story, oh, well, I had someone say to me, today, yeah, I always set, my exes up for someone else and then they end up getting married. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the old story. Quit telling that story. So I feel like, there is a reconciliation that is coming up for you guys. And I feel like, this is beautiful. And your higher self knows that this is meant for you. And this is asking you to make a commitment to your new journey. And again, it goes back and it talks about, are you willing to risk it all for what is right in front of you? You know where you need to go. And, maybe this person is different from what you're used to, maybe, you think that there was unrequited love when really in all actuality, this person was doing nothing but showing you unconditional love the entire time. It was your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions that kept you back all along, that kept you stuck. It was your past commitments to other things that kept you stuck, okay? So again, you're rewriting these new commitments, and it's asking you to give these new things a try and not get yourself stuck in the old story. This is really beautiful, you guys. And just because, we are going into, the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies, I want to go ahead and read a couple of cards, maybe from the both of them to each other. No one makes me feel the way you do, okay? I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. Again, past life story, past story. We're going to get over that. That's the unrequited love energy. I never expected to feel this way about you, okay? And so many songs remind me of you. These are the signs and synchronicities that we are going through with our divine counterpart, whether you know this person or not. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. This could also be past life if you don't know who this person is. That's why you're being sent to fix it in this lifetime, okay? Maybe you guys have ended the same way each and every single time, and it's time for you to reconcile your differences. You're so different than what I'm used to, but I like it. And that's what I was talking about here. This person is highly spiritually evolved. These relationships are going to be very highly spiritually evolved. Welcome to the fifth dimension, you guys. Congratulations on getting this far. Don't get caught up in our past story. Only talk about the things that you want to create in this new story. And you guys, I just want to say thank you again for being here. Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. Congratulations. And you guys, I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Love to each and every single one of you. So if you guys are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. You guys, take care, and we will chat again right after this.